There we go, Carlos. We're live. How about that?
Wow.
Your debut
Yeah.
on Talking Tennis. You've come down a couple of divisions to chat to us from Punto de Break.
No, not really.
60,000 subscribers to 3,000.
Not 60,000 yet, but we're close. We're close. We are more at 55.
Okay.
But
So this is Carlos Navarro. Tell us what your Twitter handle is, by the way. It's very curious.
the magician, 5GS.
Why?
I can't tell you the full story, mate. Okay. Those are the wonders of being a 12, 13-year-old, which is at the time, that's when I created my tennis account. I wanted to look for something original, and that came up. The magician, because I'm a magician, with my writing.
What about playing tennis?
Playing tennis, I'm more of a grinder, Spanish style. You're not gonna see so much magic out of my hands,
Muna, yeah.
Yeah, Jaume Muna, yeah.
Or Sorribes Tormo.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually,
slicing, no power, just grinding.
I was going to start with Daniel Collins, but as we've spoke about some Spanish players, let's start with Spain. It's been a flat performance from the team. I think they lost 3-0 in their first match, and of course they're out.
Yeah. I think the pressure got to Rebecca Masarova first, which was the...
Were you surprised by that result?
A little bit surprised, because Stakusic, she's like 220 in the rankings and Masarova is 65. So, on paper, Masarova should have been the favorite for that one. But she mentioned in the press conference that, Rebecca, she felt like, she had all the pressure on her side and that the opponent had nothing to lose. And she played as if she had nothing to lose, no fears at all. And Marina Stakusic, which was the opponent, I think she has a bright future ahead, and she proved it also yesterday by beating Polish number 2 and gaining, the pass through the group stages to the semifinals.
Yeah.
And so, lots of pressure then. So Ribes against Leila Fernandez, tough battle, I think it went toe-to-toe, just a couple of details, that allowed Leila to get the win. Overall, it's a disappointing result. We can lie. First tie, no sets won. But we knew it could happen. We knew it could happen without Badosa, without Muguruza, of course. Mm-hmm. Maybe the pressure of being here in Seville, it's a double-edged sword, You're playing with all the crowd cheering for you, but it also adds a little bit of pressure. And I think Masarova got that pressure, and it set the tone for the rest of the tie.
Do you think maybe playing her first was maybe not the right decision? Just that pressure of playing. I think if you play second, there's a bit less pressure, right? Because even if you lose, even if your teammate loses the first match, it's not your fault that you're in this situation.
Yeah, but the thing is, Badosa wasn't fit to play, so she couldn't be like first or second. And so Ribes was the highest ranked player. She had to play second because of the format. And then Masarova, you could say, of course, it's her Billie Jean King Cup debut. Of course, it got to her. But you could probably say the same for Buxa, for Marina Basols, which is also on the team. So, it was a team made of newbies in a way, know. And so that's difficult for Spain. Of course, also it's hard court. If it's not clay, probably she would have felt... Not Masarova maybe, but the other players would have felt more comfortable playing on clay. It is what it is, Nothing you can do. Also, it's a really short format. 3 countries in just one group. Benetton heavily criticized the format in today's press conference.
Oh, did he?
Heavily criticized it. He said that there's no way that in a World Cup of tennis, losing a couple of matches make you automatically, eliminated.
I was thinking about the format, sorry, Carlos, but I was thinking about the format today because I was thinking about the German team that got here on Monday. Laura Sigmund, of course, we know about her travails getting here. They arrive on Thursday. Within about 3 hours, they're out of the tournament, if you like. It's 3 hours because of this format. I think probably 4 teams in a group.
Yes.
If they had the schedule and the time, of course, they would argue that they don't have time to play 3 group matches and then a semi-final and a final. But at least then you would have some flex. So Germany wouldn't be waiting all week, play 3 hours and then go out, where you could lose a match and then still be in the competition.
We've discussed this. There should be a way that the losers of the first tie in the group should play in the second day the team that hasn't made his debut yet.
Right.
That is a more wiser way, a more sensible way, to organize everything. But Veneto mentioned that there should be maybe quarterfinals, for the seconds of any group, because as you said, it's like it's such an effort, so many players are making such an effort to travel from the other parts of the world. Some of them from Cancun, no, to be here, and they are. I mean, they are done after one day of competition. That's a little bit, I mean, for me, the ideal format would be the classic one, home and away ties. But that's something for a completely different show, and we could be talking here, like spending 2 hours talking about the format.
Yeah, right. By the way, to the audience who are tuned in, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And if we do suddenly abandon this podcast, it's because...
You want to see something?
Tell me. Should we go?
I don't know.
I think we should.
Okay.
I think we should. Listen, we'll reconvene later. We've got to go to a press conference right now. Thanks for tuning in for part 1. We'll be back in about, I don't know, half an hour. But we've got Daniel Collins in the press conference room, so we better go. Ciao, ciao, ciao.